Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading Datacam. I trust you're doing wonderfully delicious. It is the SPY, today is Friday, and we did have a pretty decent bearish candle gapping down today on the SPY. Nice retest gap. I didn't get a chance to play this one though. I was watching it and in the afternoon and just never really got the signals until actually just kind of about right now. We were in the morning room, just shut it down, and my buddy Ben was saying if it doesn't hold this level that it probably will really break down, and it did. So a nice little breakdown, new low. So really we're just getting a slight pullback. I mean, it needed to happen. You know, we're down 1% on the day. We're not even quite there yet. But I'm liking a pullback, maybe all the way down to 280, but then eventually that'll be a very good dip buying opportunity. The rest of the ETFs, right here's the the DIA is pulling down today, the Qs. So a lot of pull downs today, a lot of gap downs, a lot of selling. We are in bearish on IQ in the swing trading room with some September puts. I wanted to do some shares, but for some odd reason, Thinkorswim would not allow people to sell stock short on IQ. It's kind of weird. So doing some puts, seeing if that works out, seeing how that plays out, and we'll find out from there. I did lose an R today. That was the only trade I took. There's a lot of day trade opportunities, but none that really worked out. So this was 3M. This was a swing trade that we were watching and keeping our eyes on, and we did play it, and it just simply did not transpire profitably. So that's 3M. Too bad. R down the tube, sitting at 5 Rs for the month of August. Facebook doing what Mr. Squiggles predicted. Had a decent gap down today. Very nice 2-day pennant was right there. And my buddy Julian had some long-term leaps, selling some calls against those. That was really good timing. And now here's the 5-minute chart. That was really a beautiful gap on Facebook. Shout out to my buddy Gary Wiggins, who plays Facebook really frequently on the 1-minute chart and played the breakdown of that pre-market support. There's the retest, nice rollover. So you would be able to scalp a little something out of Facebook earlier this morning. But from here, I think most people are just kind of waiting and excited about a dip buying opportunity somewhere around this 176, 177 area on Facebook. But longer term, more often than not, I do think that we'll get some chop. We almost without question take out the low of this white candle, probably make it to, again, this general area. And yeah, I think Facebook's a good buy the dip opportunity. Had a request for T-Mobile as well, TMUS. T-Mobile is at the top of the resistance of a channel. So it's trading sideways, buy low, sell high. The buying opportunity was down here at 56. This is probably now the selling opportunity, either for some covered calls, maybe a collar if you have enough shares. Here's your long-term moving average, right? So we're above all those. Now, of course, T-Mobile could break out of this resistance, but most importantly, with this earnings gap, and that was a phenomenal, really beautiful earnings gap on the second, incredible inside day, the very next day. Your entry would have had to have been there, with a stop there, target there. That's a really nice, easy bill-paying trade. Really pretty on T-Mobile. I did not play that one, but it did look nice. So anyway, I don't really have anything right now on T-Mobile as we're hanging out at a big resistance. Give that one some time to see what she does. Berkshire Hathaway's, the B-class shares, BRKB, down. Gorgeous gap today. So saucy, but pretty difficult to trade. I mean, really, I'm looking at this, even in hindsight, the only thing I can see is that really obvious high wave, bullish candle, entry here, stop there, and you probably would have gotten out around here-ish for a small gain, most likely. Unless you just set the trade up, let alone, went to the gym for 3 hours, came back, you're at 1 Rs. I didn't take that trade, but the good news is, I mean, it's a phenomenal gap, very pretty. Doesn't have to be large, but you had, oh man, look at that. 3 days in a row, perfect inside day candle just yesterday. This thing was begging for a trap, and this was a great gap. Also a retest gap right here. So keep your eyes on Berkshire Hathaway's. I think this could really fill this gap pretty quickly, and then most likely would be a dip buying opportunity. 3 others that were requested. Here's LasR, and LasR is churning and burning a little bit. So it had a decent gap, newer stock. This is a semiconductor technology company, and you had a decent support resistance there. My thought is, with this high wave candle that we're getting today, I would want a close above the high of yesterday's candle. Once you get that close, I think any kind of dip buying opportunity would be a pretty decent play. Your stop, if it's a really conservative stop, could be down here at 28. A more conservative stop could be here about 29 or even 30. But realistically, it's all going to be waiting on the close above the high of that high wave candle. And I think it could easily make it back up to 41.5. Roku yesterday, the bullish gap and go of the week. Man, that was horrible because myself and pretty much everyone in the real life trading rooms set up Roku to go bullish. Here's my exact setup. I won't forget this one for a while. Entry was right here. Stop was right there. Missed it by 10 cents. It just did not come down and fill my limit. I guess I should have put my limit as my resistance against these three little dashes right there, but I was basing it off the pre-market resistance from those candles. 10-cent miss on Roku would have been 4 hours yesterday, would have really propelled me into a better August, but sometimes that happens. The good news is Seymour and a few of my other traders who are much better than I am did get a chance to play Roku both yesterday and today to lock in a little bit of a gain. Strong bullish gap, good trend. Buy the dip, at this point. The trend is confirmed. It's bullish, making new higher highs, good volume, good gap. Yeah, buy the dip on Roku. Be watching that one to go higher. I like it. And last but not least, here is Best Buy. And Best Buy, what's cool about Best Buy, kind of just slowly slinking in the shadows. No one is thinking about Best Buy right now to go bullish, but it's about to. What's interesting is you have this ginormous monthly chart where you can see we trade sideways for, how long was that? A decade. Like most of actually 2 decades. And we've broken out here on Best Buy. This is a huge breakout. You got a 1, 2, this is a wave 3. Who knows how long this could last? But I don't see anything being bearish on Best Buy right now. The ironic part about all this is, I know it's a big box store, and a lot of people are like, oh, big box is dead. And you got tons of all that news back in 2012 on Best Buy, but it really did recover. And it looks nice. So the weekly chart looks good. The daily chart looks good. I don't have any position in Best Buy personally, but here's your long-term moving averages and just a really healthy trend on Best Buy. Good resistance, nice higher low. If this were to break out, you'd be looking at buying the dip. Otherwise, you're doing probably some type of bull put spreads, put sales, or maybe you're just doing longer-term share ownership with some sprinkles of some covered calls. Anyway, that's my analysis for Friday, my friends. I do hope you have an immeasurably magnificent and majestic weekend. Got a real-life trader come down from Chicago for a week of trading hell, as he put it. So it's going to be amazing. We're doing that this week. Putting in probably 40 hours of back trading, candles, wealth consciousness, books, mentorship, working out. It's going to be legendary. You're going to be getting, I'm sure, some stock reviews with him in it next week. And also there's a little bit of a real-life trading meetup here in Nashville at my buddy Brad's house. And it's going to be Saturday as well. Anyway, a lot of stuff going on. Have a fun weekend. Enjoy. You're amazing people. And until next time, love life, and trade it. Bye.